Good morning. Carol Malone, Deputy Superintendent for Alamogordo Public Schools here with just a few things to tell you about our reentry that will begin on March the 29th, 2021. This will be reentry into 5-day-a-week in-person learning. So at Alamogordo Public Schools, we are incredibly excited about the opportunity to bring back our students full-time. And we do still have some options if that doesn't work for you. But I have a few slides and I would like to take the time to share these with you this morning. First of all, I would really like to say that this has been a very strange year, and everything that we have done has probably never been done before in schools. We have continued to support students through virtual learning, through hybrid learning, and a lot of changes in the process. And so we are really excited to get back to what feels a little more comfortable, the 5-day learning. So New Mexico Public Ed Department continues to give us guidelines for everything. And at this time, our students and staff will continue to wear masks to school. We will continue to social distance at 6 feet apart to the greatest extent possible. We will have all kinds of cleaning and deep cleaning processes, just as we have had this entire year. And at this point, we will not be having visitors in our buildings as an extra precaution. We will, in returning all students to the classroom, have more students in a room. We will continue to follow the Public Education Department guidance of 6 feet social distancing to the greatest extent possible. I do want you to know that every principal has a plan, and every principal has had a plan with every different kind of learning we have had this year. But as we've looked at re-entering with 5 days of learning for all students, we have really taken the time to re-examine our procedures to make sure that they work. And I can assure you that every campus is ready for that re-entry. So in our elementary, we do still offer 2 types of learning. We will have the 5 days a week face-to-face instruction with a teacher, but we do also continue to have the virtual learning academy for families who do not feel comfortable sending their students back at this time. I will say that we greatly encourage you to send your child back face-to-face if at all possible. We know that even though we've offered some really great things this year learning virtually, we know that face-to-face learning is really hard to replace. So I would really like to encourage you to bring your child back if at all possible. So in our elementary, our face-to-face learning will include a schedule very similar to what we have always done in school before. We strive to have 3 hours of reading, as close to 3 hours as we can in our elementary, 2 hours of mathematics, and then of course we have social studies, science, our specials, and lunch. Our students that remain home in virtual learning, they complete reading, writing, math, phonics, word work every single day. And then they have some things that they complete over the course of the week, their specials, their science, their social studies, and then a lot of work on some of the other programs that we have. At secondary, for our middle school will run a block schedule, which means classes such as 1 through 5 or 2, 4, 6 will occur on a single day. That will happen for 4 days out of the week, and then 1 day a week they will meet with all classes. If students remain digitally at the middle school, the majority of those students are working through APEX. APEX is a really great program designed for totally asynchronous learning. We do have some trials of doing this a little differently at Mountain View Middle School, but all the other schools continue to use APEX solely for the digital learning. At our high school, we have a lot of kids that are learning in different ways. And so at the high school, we will actually have some students learning virtually and some students face-to-face at the same time. That does not mean that we live stream what's happening in the classroom. This is done by the teacher presenting a lesson that all students can see, only to move into stations where our teacher works with students virtually while the kids face-to-face work on something a little more by themselves, and then the teacher switches, allows the virtual kids to go and complete their work on their own while the teacher works with the students in the classroom. And this is a way that we can make sure that we're able to support all of our students with some form of live instruction, whether they're learning in school or at home. So one of the most important things to know is, when does the day begin? And our three-year-old pre-K students attend 2 days a week. So their schedule probably has not changed for you, but we do run our 3-year-old pre-K from 8 to 2:30 every day. And our 4-year-old New Mexico pre-K, we run from 8 to 2:30 as well. Our elementary schools all run from 8 to 3 every single day. Now, one important thing for both our elementary, our pre-K, as well as our other schools is that on Wednesdays, we will have a 2-hour early release. So for our pre-K students, that 2-hour early release will be at 12:30 every Wednesday. Our elementary schools, they will have an early release at 1 p.m. every Wednesday. So they run 8 to 3, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and 8 to 1 on Wednesday. Our middle schools, we have had to adjust the time just a bit in order to make sure that we are able to have staff on site early enough that we can continue to go straight to our classrooms rather than remaining in a large area. So 8:40 will actually be our start time at middle school for the remainder of this year, 8:40 to 3:45. And then also on Wednesdays, we do have a 2-hour early release. So on Wednesday, it will be 8:40 to 1:45. And that is our school day at middle school. At our high school, again, we have also adjusted our beginning time at high school. For the remainder of this year, our students will go from 8:40 to 4 with a 2-hour early release on Wednesday. So again, we are really, really excited about having your son, daughter, or both back into our building. Our teachers are preparing right now for your child to be there every single day. And although we don't have a lot of time left in our school year, we look forward to making the most of every single day, working very hard to help all students move forward, catch up, whatever the need is. But at Alamogordo Public Schools, we truly believe 1 year of learning for 1 year of teaching every student every day. Thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your campus or to your school. There will also be a phone number and an email address posted that you can send an email to or call if you have questions. Thank you very much. Have a great day.